We are the guide. We are here to speak to you today about change. Change is often something that brings about fear and anxiety. However, change is wonderful and change is beautiful. When you know and you remember your divinity, that you remember you are one with Source, then change can be so much fun. Because when you go from a low place, a place of mm, unconscious creation, to awareness of your source, your divinity, and the source and divinity in everything and everyone around you, then life becomes fun. Then change becomes wonderful. Remember the times in your life that change was great for you. It might have been your first day of something. It might have been your last day of something. So think about times that change was spectacular, that change was joyous. It might have been when you went from a single person to a person in a couple in love. It might have been from just being a person who has only themselves to care for, then magically one day giving birth or having a spouse give birth and having a new life, a child, as it were, to care for. Whatever things that you can think about that change has brought you something wonderful. We would like you to imprint that upon yourself. We would like you to focus upon those things. We would like you to, as you drift off to sleep in this next week or so, that you think about the wonderful changes that you have had. You might have gone from a child to an adult, and that might have been wonderful. The first time that you were able to cast a ballot, the first time that you were able to drive alone, the first time that you were able to be tall enough to ride a ride, the first, because that is change, or the last time you had to do something that you did not enjoy, or the last time that someone called you this and then you were promoted to that. Those are changes. All things, all beginnings and all endings are changes. So think on the things, the changes that have brought you absolute joy, and sit, marinate, radiate in those things only, because you are all about to go through massive changes on your planet. Things are crumbling. The old cannot stand any longer. Religions, as they were, telling you that you are less than divine, that you are less than anyone or anything, any being, anything. If something has told you you are less, whether it is a religion, whether it is a government, whether it is a boss, no matter what the case is, these systems are going to be crumbling because they can no longer keep themselves up under that weight. Now, you may not be feeling this as much as other people are, and it may not be in a massive way, because a church religion crumbling is not going to affect everyone the same. Because some of you have already stepped away from that. Some of you have already gone from patriotic and that sort of thing. Some of you may have stepped away from things that you thought were important, that they were not important. You might have thought, if only I had this car, if only I had this clothes, if only I had this house, if only I had this spouse, if only, if only, if only, those things are going to fall away. Because once you are aware that you are one with divine, that you are one with Source, that you are one with all that is, and so is everyone else. Again, you cannot help but change. Everything will crumble. Everything will crumble. That tells you that you are anything less than Source, that you are anything less than divine. And it can feel liberating in one moment, and it can feel scary in the next moment. Just remember, though, some of you have enjoyed thrill rides. Some of you have enjoyed jump scares. Some of you have enjoyed surprises. Some of you had enjoyed new things. And again, this is what we'd like you to contemplate, because certain things are the same no matter, it's just a different term, it is just a different name. That same feeling you feel on a roller coaster when your tummy drops out is the same feeling you might feel with something put in your face that threatens your life. It is the same feelings. It is the same. It is just interpreted different. So this is what we would like you to understand, is how you interpret change will really make a difference on how you get through change. You can have the best, the most wonderful ride of your life. You can have a living heaven on earth if you decide right now that you can embrace change, that you will need to embrace change, and that you decide that change is good. And again, like we have been saying, if you, for the next week or so, go to bed marinating, soaking in the positive changes that you have made, and the good feelings that you have felt with those changes, all those things, if you let those fill you up, then the things that you have before you, the changes that are ahead of you, will be wonderful and easy. You will, when you start to see everyone and everything as Source, as divine, when things change, you will know it was for the best and the highest. Now, we are not suggesting that you go out and actually make things crumble, because everyone has their own thing to do and they need to, as it were, wake up in their own time, in their own way. But inside of you, when you decide that mm, these religions, that this government, that this social media, that the news, none of these things can affect you because you are one with Source. You have crumbled, you have toppled them in the best way possible, because you will be the living, walking, talking embodiment of Source inside an earth suit. You will be an example without having to open your mouth. So embrace change. Know that all change, when it comes down to it, in the end, is always for the best, because those things that do not change decay and die. And that is not where you wish to go. You wish to go forward, because otherwise you would not be listening to things like this. And that is not the point of why you are here. If you are on a journey, which we know you are, if you are on a journey to the best and highest, to get the most Source available to you, guess what? Everything will be 100,000 zillion% wonderful. And we send you all the love. Remember, we are not just her guides, we are the guides. Call upon us. We will have a different voice and a personal message for you if you open to us and let us speak through you and to you. With all our love, be well.